Hi everyone, I'm Donna Adderhold, a founder and board member of Homer's new truly local nonprofit news organization, Homer Independent Press. I wish I could be there with you today, and since I need to be out of town, I appreciate 100 Women Who Care letting me pitch from a recorded presentation. In my absence, fellow HIP founder and board member Karen Westenfeld is in the room this evening to answer questions during the Q&A. So what the heck is Homer Independent Press? Many of you may be subscribers, and many of you may have never heard of us. We formed under the nonprofit NZP4H last October when a group of us realized that what we thought of as our hometown paper was owned by an outside corporation that did not have Homer's interests at heart. We created HIP, an online local news source, because community journalism is important. It's important because people want and need to know what's happening locally. Local news written by local reporters leads to voters who know what's on the ballot and increased election turnout, more civic engagement, and neighbors who care about each other. Subscription to HIP is free, and we want to keep it that way. We want the press to be free, but it takes funds to bring you the news, and we gladly accept tax-deductible donations. Before we launched our first issue, we had several community outreach events, and our operating board talked a lot about what we wanted our news organization to be. The First Amendment is dear to us, as press freedom is specifically mentioned. We developed a mission and vision to serve the Southern Kenai Peninsula and wrote a lengthy code of ethics based on ProPublica's with their permission. You can find this and much more about us on our website. Right now, our operating board is very active, making day-to-day decisions to get this endeavor off the ground. We've made great strides in our first months and have aspirations to grow financially so we can hire staff to run this news business. We hope to grow from our current 0 to 5 to 6 staff in 3 years. It's a daunting goal, but doable with community support. We plan to be the truly local news outlet for the Southern Kenai Peninsula for the long haul. And speaking of growth, in less than 6 months of reporting, we've hired our first full-time reporter because of the deep community support we've received. Delsina will increase our coverage with more stories about what's happening on the Southern Kenai Peninsula and more in-depth stories about our community, and she will organize our story flow and newsroom production. She's backed up by our freelance writers, our marketing and development contractor Christina Whiting, and all of the amazing volunteers who helped us launch and continue to support behind the scenes. So, we have our first hire, only 4 to 5 more to go, but we have momentum. Since January 1st, we've published 22 weekly issues and numerous breaking stories, gained 1,200 subscribers, almost 550 Facebook followers, 227 individual donors, including many who provide recurring donations, and more than 20 advertisers, 2 of which have 12-month contracts. On May 21st, we had our peak of almost 2,500 visitors to our website. We're growing and need your support to help us really hit our stride. Which brings me to our ask. We strive to provide community journalism from Ninilchik to Nanwalek, and one reporter can't do it all. We love our freelance writers, but they can't cover it all either. We want to provide better news coverage for what our community cares about more consistently, and you can help. Funding from 100 Women Who Care would help us travel across the bay and up the road to Ninilchik to recruit community correspondents from these outlying areas. We would also continue to recruit freelancers interested in writing about school sports and other topics you may find missing from our coverage currently. Since most of HIP's freelance writers are not professional journalists, funding from 100 Women Who Care would help us develop our team's skills and reporting with workshops and training. With your help, we will become the robust community news organization the Southern Kenai Peninsula deserves and we strive for. Homer Independent Press is part of a nationwide trend in local nonprofit news. We're young and scrappy and hope you will vote for HIP tonight to help us reach for our goals. Thank you.